What do you call a billionaire? Bill, as in my boy Bill, as in meet Bill, he's a billionaire. Here Marlowe was, the Côte de Banga, smarty party weekend. Time for a dive off the deep end. Splash. Why he was waiting for Bill puzzled him, or he should say, was no puzzle at all. It was smarty. Marlowe thought back to the Stephen Edlis film shoot, all eating cupcakes, when the interviewer, a serious young woman with 2 advanced degrees, asked Art Smitten, what does it really take to play in the big leagues? What they don't teach artists in art school. Art Smitten, without skipping a beat, and with no trace of irony, said, it takes a billionaire and a movie star. On the flyleaf of the Duchamp book, Smarty had written, Bill will hand you a card. Take it. Marlowe was in the domestic lounge. A little girl chased a rooster. Her t-shirt, the prettiest little mermaid in the world. Her father sat on a bench, missing the same teeth he'd replaced with pricey implants. In the duty-free shop, tourists loaded up on jetons and goas, no longer tobacco, the cool brands having been sold to Big Cannabis to compete with Lucky 9 and Tiki Gold. He watched arriving passengers, Smarty's crowd. There was Max Ophel with Martine Carrel, a top draw of French cinema who played the title role of Lola Montez. Martine Carrel is also known as the gangster's girl, having been kidnapped by Pierre Luttrell, a.k.a. Pierrot Lafou, a.k.a. Crazy Pete. A day only, and Pete sent roses the next day as apology. Martine Carrel made light of it, but it unhinged her. Cue music. Miles Davis's theme from the French New Wave film, Elevator to the Gallows by Louis Malle. Martine met Sam and Lester on the Riviera. Hell must be empty, cracked one of the paparazzi, referring to Martine's last film. The paparazzi weren't a bad lot. Most coddled the dead celebs and admired their fine preservation. And there was Rainer Werner Fassbinder, German filmmaker dead from coke and downers at 37, dressed hot for the tropics in Brad Davis's leather jacket from his last film, Curiel. All eyes went to Fat Brando, saronged in a bath towel, come for the day from his private island to pick up parts for his shortwave radio, and puddle jump back. Fat Brando does a double take at Fassbinder, the leather jacket inducing a bad flashback from his 1953 movie, The Wild One. The songstress Dorothy Lamour, able to read Brando's thought bubble, laughs, and they share a chuckle. What did Romeo see in Juliet? Or Figaro in Figurette? Or Jupiter in Juno? You know. Personality was not why Marlowe was waiting for Bill. Marlowe was dubious, sounded too good. The Royal Bonga, golf, Smarty's party. Did he know better? Yes. Did he say no? Nope. Marlowe heard his name on the loudspeaker. The robot on the courtesy phone said the billionaire would arrive later on the chopper, but a parcel would arrive for him on the expected flight. He was there for a parcel? Marlowe anticipated Peter Lorre to tumble before him with the Maltese Falcon. What he got in baggage claim was the billionaire's putter. Old, antique, needed a new grip. The insignia. To Sam from Leicester. Extra lucky, 10 cents. Marlowe knew what this was. He held it in his hand. He wouldn't trade this putter for 1,000 blackbirds. The Royal Bonga was just past the penitentiary turnoff on the Ocean Road, about a mile past the shell of the Sheridan that never got built. Italian mob money that suddenly bailed mid-construction was the rumor. Now kids play paintball. Marlowe watched a shaft of twilight sunlight bolt through the resort's wood-paneled room, illuminating the onion in his Gibson. Drinking and sketching on the notepad like Lautrec, Marlowe marveled at the play of light as he sketched the billionaire's putter. The Royal Bonga boasted a premier golf course, views that rivaled Pebble Beach, albeit you might see an alligator climb out of a bunker to eat a small pet. But run out of balls, someone in the bush roasting rabbits will offer balls at a fair price. Marlowe knew the putter was a talisman, a holy relic, with a metaphysical energy. He could feel it. And the whole situation, go to the airport and leave with a putter? Not even his putter? There was a reason the billionaire wanted him to spend time with his putter, get to know it, get it to talk. Marlowe intuited this. He liked to intuit more than he liked to talk to his clients. He'd pick it up, put it down, did not even stand over it to putt. The putter was like any old putter you could buy at the dump for $5 when he went for frames and paint, but Marlowe could sense an energy, like a Hindu goddess trapped in a tree trunk, waiting for him to hear her shout, "Oh, I hear you." Marlowe sorted through pages of drawings on his notebook. Mr. Jelly Roll and the effervescent-faced girl, hoo-ha, plenty all right. Turn any fellow to jello. It was still early by Earth time, but Marlowe and the putter had already had a day. Marlowe swore he'd never eat at Rat Space again after the gut twister caused by the bad oysters, but at least the name was honest. Rat Space, don't catch your tail at the door. And Lord knows, we all have foibles. The room was crowded. The retrobate, the scoundrel, the all-around scamp, the bad actor, the bad egg, the bad penny, the bad hat, Jingle Brains, Rattlecap, Crazy Bob, Crazy Sue, Jack and Jill Nasty. There was the ukulele player. Don't buy his dope. Seen him shove too many dead droolers into an Uber. Uber there. Oh, the Yanks are coming. Think serpents, skunks, and weasels. Bonga Corp, red, white, and blue. Bonga Corp, vote no. It was an interesting time to be an American meeting other Americans at Rat Space. Marlowe stayed away from politics and let the other rats speak first. Someone shouted, "They say history will be written by the winners. Can any of you rat fuckers write?" Marlowe wanted the straight jazz real cool like. Love Token Alley, 10 cents. Step right up. Touch the history, the old stones and the old streets wet with tears. Marlowe knew all the neighborhood dives. The Runyon, named after Damon Runyon, although few at the Runyon had any clue who Damon Runyon was. The riders hung out at the ink pot, known as the sinkhole or the sin spot. There, Marlowe put down the putter and almost forgot about it when he picked up a worn paperback, Party Goers by Henry Green, an underlined phrase, pink with warmth and wrapped round with steam so comfortable. In the margin, Miss Fellows with the Dead Pigeon. Then Marlowe picked up Mr. Moonlight's Island by Robert Dean Frisbee, who, at 24, left the United States for Tahiti but never wrote his Moby Dick. There was James A. Michener's Return to Paradise. But what wasn't there? Marlowe's long out of print, The Long Goodbye to Bonga Bonga, whose opening line, "A rat chewed a wire in Buffalo. Chicago went dark. One thing led to another, and it all led back to him. He decided to bail to Bonga Bonga and join the new Imagiste." Back to his pad, and Marlowe with quick strokes sketched the failures, washouts, honkouts, Buddy Mud, Ducky Dirt, Cynthia Mitt and her loyal mitt-glommers, fin flippers and sycophants. Next to them, the Big G, the Noise, the Shot, and the 10-Minute Man. Miss Nobody talked to No Great Catch. The Polished Egg talked to the Smooth Citizen, who was saying, "We might not be accessories to this crime, but we're all potential criminals." Marlowe took care drawing the steam-up babe who let others do her crimes and got no wrinkles, and behind her a trio of fuzz-tail sneaks, all talking a beggar's tale of woe to make Marlowe turn on the weeps. He'd raise the putter, "On guard!" That seemed to back people off. Keen the intuition of a rat or a gutter snipe. Never underestimate a thug. Be wary of goons, biters, nippers, and craven crooks. Like Charles Dickens before him, Marlowe was a walker. When he was on a case, he liked to walk miles and miles and think. He liked to look around and note the detail. Dickens had a photographic memory for detail. The putter made a handy walking stick. Marlowe cajoled the putter, seduced the putter, tried to amuse the putter, stopped to sketch the putter, wiggling like a snake, something Moses might have caused. There was life inside the putter, but he couldn't find the on switch. What had he done? Least important, most important, stand on his head. What he never did was to treat the putter like a putter instead of a Dada sculpture. Marlowe stood, widened his legs, bent his knees, locked his shoulders like a pendulum, seized the line, adjusts his grip, his eyes on the ball. He does not look up as he strokes through. He does not hear the ball drop in the cup. He hears Lester Bester and sees Lester Bester before his eyes.